It felt like a cafeteria in a failed mall. That's funny. That's what it felt like to me. Hey, this is Amir.
This is Diana.
And you're watching
VEGANTWOSOME.
Welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time here and you're interested in vegan food and vegan food reviews, you're in the right place. Sit back, grab yourself some kimchi, and enjoy this episode. Where are we at today, Diana?
Well, since you mentioned kimchi, we're actually at a Korean restaurant called Maru Korean Bistro in North Vancouver.
What are the chances? Wow! Before we get into this episode, let me tell you about my relationship with Korean food. And it's quite a negative one. My father used to fly for Korean Air, so I've been to Korea a few times over a decade ago. And this is before Happy Cow and all that good stuff. There was nothing to eat for me but tomato sandwiches. Literally tomato and cucumber in a bun. That's what I ate for a whole week. So, not loving Korean food already. But let's talk about this restaurant. Where is that?
It's in North Vancouver in Lower Lonsdale.
And what do you call Lonsdale?
Lolo.
Lolo. She always keeps saying Lolo, Lolo. I'm like, what the hell is Lolo? So in Vancouver, there is a neighborhood called Lonsdale. And I guess that's what cool cats call Lower Lonsdale, Lolo. It was news to me. I had no idea what she was talking about. Interior, what's it like?
It's very bare, very minimal and not a purposeful way. I think it's just minimal because they don't really decorate it or didn't put much effort into decorating it. It's like one large room with tables lined along the side. This is not a vegan or vegetarian restaurant. There is no Korean version in Vancouver. So this one we decided to try because it has clearly marked vegan options. So we had the Korean fried chicken, the Bibimbap, and a veggie pancake.
Korean fried chicken. It was basically rice cake and cauliflower deep fried. What do you think?
You could choose between 3 different sauces, and we chose to have the garlic soy. And I've never had Korean fried chicken before, so I was really curious to try it, and I can see how it's appealing because the batter is super crispy and thin. I think that's why it's so popular. But flavor-wise, I thought it was very light, plain, not very flavorful. But it was cool that they added a few pieces of rice cakes. What did you think?
I agree with you. I thought it was super bland. It could have definitely benefited from some kind of a dipping sauce. If we had a dipping sauce, I would have enjoyed it way more.
1, 2, 3.
Boom. 4, 3. That's what's up.
Next, we had the Bibimbap.
My dad actually loves this dish. My dad would always try to get me to get that dish when we were over there. He was always trying to tell me, oh, it's vegetarian. But I didn't trust it. I didn't know if there was some kind of a chicken stock or fish stock was in there. And most likely there was, so.
Well, this is a very famous Korean dish. And this version had tofu. And I guess it traditionally has mushrooms, zucchini, carrots, onions as well. I think there were some radishes. It's served in a hot stone bowl. And because it's hot still, the rice gets a little bit crispy at the bottom, and then you stir it all together. This version came with a spicy sauce, and I thought it would be way spicier. I don't like my hot sauces to be sweet, and this one was really sweet and not that spicy. So, I don't know, it was all right for me. What did you think?
This was my favorite. I thought it was flavorful. Love the crispy rice. Like you said, that was definitely kind of my favorite part of it. And the hot sauce I liked. I don't mind a little sweetness in my hot sauce. And the tofu was nice and crispy. I liked it. I like this dish. I approve. You good?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Lastly, what did we have?
We had the vegetable pancake. And this came again in a hot skillet. And in the pancake, it's like a mixture of onions, zucchini, carrots? What else was there?
Potatoes?
Potatoes, yeah. And then it came with like kind of like a soy-based sauce that you can put on top. I like the Korean pancake the best of all the dishes. What did you think?
It was essentially hash brown omelet, fried on both sides. It was crispy. It was a little too heavy for me, as the young cats call it these days, empty calories. Wasn't my favorite.
One, two, three.
Anyways, that's what we think. You guys go try it out yourself. And as always, make sure to let us know what you think in the comments. Would you go back to Maru Korean Bistro and dine again?
I probably wouldn't, because the only thing that I liked was the veggie pancake, and you can actually get something pretty similar from H Mart and make it at home yourself.
And H Mart is a grocery store in Vancouver that has...
I think there are H Marts all over.
All over the world?
Yeah.
Really? Well, if you don't know what H Mart is, it's a grocery store that has a lot of Asian stuff.
Mainly Korean.
Mainly Korean. But also other Asian stuff.
Would you go back?
I wouldn't particularly go voluntarily. It was alright, but not necessarily one of my favorites. But if I'm with a group of friends and they want to go, I would go again and have the Bibimbap.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe.
Give it a thumbs up.
And ring that bell so you don't miss any episode.
Because if you miss an episode, hey puppy, take a look at this video on Diana's face. It's awesome. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
See you guys next time.